Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Today we are going to unpack my makeup kit. So this is all of the makeup that I took with me for my wedding day. I got married on Saturday the 27th of March, which was last weekend. I think when this video is going to be uploaded, I literally have not had the chance to unpack my kit, but I thought I would show you guys exactly what I took with me for my actual wedding day, and then maybe I'll do a get ready with me makeup tutorial on the makeup that I actually did for my wedding day, and I'll post some photos so you guys can see once I've got the professional ones back. But today I thought it'd be cool to go through this together and show you exactly what I used. So before we get into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you like these kit style kind of videos. I am going to do a few more of these throughout the year because I do still think these are really relevant for up and coming MUAs and people that are looking to do their own makeup for their wedding day. It's always good to have a bit of insight. So don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe, but I'll stop rambling and let's just get straight into the video. So opening up the bottom and the top drawer. Compartments, not drawers. There are two sections. So the top one had most of my palettes in there. So these are the palettes that I took with me. I didn't actually use all of these. So I had the Amrezy palette from Anastasia. It just looks like this. I also had the Soft Glam from Anastasia. Just looks like this. I don't think I used either of these. I took my Too Faced Sweet Peach purely because I wanted to use this shade here, which was Nectar. Didn't end up using it, but it was there just in case. I also had Sultry by Anastasia Beverly Hills in there as well. And then I had the Nude Mediums by Huda Beauty. I actually did use this. I used that particular shade to deepen the crease. I also took my Give It To Me Straight from Colourpop. I ended up using this shade here, which I love, super creamy. I also had my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I used this shade here, which is Amber. I love that shade. It's one of my go-tos. I also took my New Nudes palette from Huda. I didn't end up using anything out of this. And I also took my Jaclyn Hill palette, of course. I used the shade Beam in here. I also used this shade, which I can't remember the name, and I also used this shade here. So this is a tried and true palette for me. I use this on a lot of my clients, and I just knew that I was going to use it on myself. And I'm so sorry that my ring light is blinding you. So that is everything for this compartment. Moving into the next compartment, I'll just re-zip that up. Moving into the next compartment, this is all of the face, eyes, lips. This is everything else but my palettes, except for this one here, which is my MAC Warm Neutrals, I think it's called. Yep, my Warm Neutrals. I didn't end up using this, but I did take it for this shade here, which is Lemon. It's probably a bit blown out on camera, but it's this really soft goldy shade, which I love. So that's that one. But other than that, just up here in this compartment, I did have a few little tools. So I had a hand mirror, my Benefit hand mirror. I had a Laura Mercier puff, which I didn't end up using. It's still clean and fresh. And then I also had a spatula and a tray, which is still dirty, that I was decanting stuff out of the pots and putting it on here just to make sure it was sanitary, which it's all gross now and I really need to clean that up. Now let's start with this section first. This is all of my bases, so primers, concealers, setting sprays, foundations, all of that. It's all in here. So the first one here is my Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. I love this. I love to fill my pores with this. I did use this on the day, and I had that mixed with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 2. I love this. It made my skin look super glowy. The packaging's like come off, as you can see, like it's all worn away, but I absolutely love it. The other primers that I had in here included my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer and my Strobe Cream, just in case I wanted to use this instead of my Charlotte Tilbury, but I love my Charlotte Tilbury, so I knew I was going to use that. Setting sprays in here, I had the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I love this. It's such a luxurious spa-like experience. And then I also had the MAC Fix Plus Rose. I love this as well. It sets everything really well. I can just see that it's leaked though, which not a great sign, but yeah, it wasn't super expensive for that, so it's okay. In terms of concealers, I did take quite a few. So I took my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20. It's just this one. I did use this one on the day. I also take my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, which I didn't end up using. And then I also use my Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Vanilla, which I did use on my nose to keep everything set, which was really, really good. Eyeshadow bases, I did take my P. Louise base in Rumor 2, and I also took Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I end up using the Soft Ochre one. I prefer it over this one, but I just want to have two variations of eye bases just in case I was in the mood for a liquid, although I don't really like the P. Louise eye base. I just want to take it in case. Two other concealers. I had the, what's this called? The Soft Matte Complete Concealer by NARS in Medium 1 Custard, and then I also had the Becca Under Eye Corrector, Brightening Corrector in Light Medium, which just looks like this. And then I also had a couple of foundations. Now the foundation I ended up using on the day was the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere foundation in the shade Tawny. I love this one. I will 100% repurchase this when it runs out. But I also took my Dior Backstage foundation in the shade 2N, my Stay Naked foundation in the shade 30WY, which I love both of these. And then I also have my NARS foundation in the shade Punjab. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, if I'm in the frame, so that's that one. And the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear foundation in the shade Cashew. Love both of these as well, but I just end up going with a different one for the day. And then I had a sample in here. It's a Lancome foundation. I didn't end up going with this one. I don't even know why I took it, but I did. So that's everything for the like creamy bases, the foundations and concealers and stuff like that. Back here I kept my blushes. So I have 4 from MAC. I have Melba, which is this one. I have Mocha, Margin, which is this one here. And then I also have Gingerly. I didn't end up using any of these, so they just sat there basically. I did make a point of overpacking for this just in case I changed my mind on things on the day. Just a few backup things. I had my Bondi Sands Glow. This is like a gloss finish for your fake tan. I just wanted that just in case. I didn't use it, but just in case. And I also had a lip balm. This is the Dermal Therapy lip balm. I love this. It's so good for clients and it's so, I don't know, it's refreshing and hydrating. So had that one. And then also in here I kept a bunch of mascaras because I don't know why I thought I needed to pack 5 mascaras, but I did. So I have 2 of the MAC Giga Black Lash mascaras. I don't know why I packed 2. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara, the Lights Camera Lashes mascara by Tarte, and then I have the NARS Climax mascara as well. So I packed all of those. Beats me why I thought I needed 5 mascaras, but I did. And then in terms of eyeliners, I did pack a variation of eyeliner. So I had 2 gel pot eyeliners. So this is the Inglot 77 and this is Dark Majesty by MAC. So they're just 2 gel pot liners. And then I had 3 liquid liners. So I had the Fenty Beauty eyeliner. I think it's called the Fly Liner in black. So it's just a little felt tip liner, which I didn't use. I had the Fake Awake from Tarte, which is just a crayon. And then the one I actually did use was my MAC Coffee, which is just a pencil. It's like a nice brown colour for the eyes. Okay, now moving into here. Oh, well, there's a clip there as well. Moving into here, this is lips. Now, I packed a lot of stuff for lips that I did not even touch. So we'll go through those now. So in terms of lip liners, I had my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. And then I also had my NYX, what's this? I think this is Nude Natural. This is called Natural. So I took those. The lipstick that I ended up using was this one by Hourglass. I don't know what it's called, but I know that the shade is called I'll Never Stop. I love this. It's so, so, so pretty. Such a beautiful bridal shade. So I've got that one. Now, in terms of liquid lipsticks, I had 2. I had Caramello by Stila, and then I had, what's this? Bear by Kylie. I didn't use either of these, unfortunately, but I would have. Like, they're shades that I do enjoy. So, in terms of actual lipsticks, I did end up taking quite a few. I took, what did I take? Took Anniversary by Huda Beauty and Prom Night by Huda Beauty. Love both of those. I took Barbara by NARS, the Audacious lipstick. I also took Blankety and Shrimpton by MAC. So this one is Shrimpton and this one, whoops, this one's Blankety. So I love all of those. So super stoked to have those with me. Didn't use them, but stoked to have them. I just had some sponges. Whoops, I just had some sponges in there as well. Didn't use them. I also had another lip liner. This one's in the shade Nude Pink by NYX. Didn't use it. Didn't use most of the stuff. And the two glosses I took was the Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar lip gloss and the Hourglass Provoke lip gloss. I'm starting to lose my little sticker, but I didn't use either of those anyway as well because the Hourglass lipstick that I used was a satin finish. That was exactly what I was looking for. So I didn't really need to use any of the glosses. Now going into brows, I'm just going to absolutely smash through this because there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. I had my Foolproof Brow Powder, which I used. My brush, I have two Gimme Brows. I have two Gimme Brows in the shade 2 and 3. I have a 3D Brow Tones in the shade 3. I have the Goof Proof Eye Pencil in 3. And then I have the Eyebrow Styler by MAC in the shade Styled. I can never say that name. It's always funny for me. So that's those. And then I also have my 24-Hour Brow Set by Benefit. And then I also have the Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Soft Brown. I just went for a very natural brow on the day, so I didn't really use too much of that stuff, but it was there just in case, like everything else. So this is getting into like my powders, my blushes, my bronzers, my highlighters. I took my Cheek Leader Mini Bronze Squad for this. I end up using all of these on the day because they're so reliable. And then I also had my, what was this called again? The Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. Sorry if I'm blinding you, but that's that. And I used both of those as well. I end up mixing these together. These are like my ride or die. If I'm going to do a client, if I'm going to do myself, I know that these are so reliable. I love them to pieces. If you haven't tried them, you definitely need to. In terms of extra products that I have my MAC Extra Dimension highlighter in Double Gleam. I didn't end up using it, but this is a beautiful shade. I also took Opal with me just for like nostalgia. So that's Opal there. It's a really, really beautiful natural looking highlighter. I took my Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer. This is my project pen at the moment, but I also saw that Shan XO used it on her wedding day, so I thought maybe I was going to use it on my wedding day, but I didn't. And then I got the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Shady Biz, and I didn't use that either, but just in case, you never know how I was going to feel on the day. And then the two powders that I took was the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder and the Hourglass, what's this called again? The Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So that's both of those. I end up going with the Laura Mercier because that's what I've been using lately and I really love it. So I thought I'd use that one. And then last but not least, I didn't touch anything in this section. Actually, that's a lie. I did use Kitten. This is from Stila. So these are the Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows. This one's in the shade Kitten. I love this shade. I've had like 2 or 3 of these. I think they're absolutely incredible. Then this one here is in the shade Starlight, which is nearly empty. I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but it's nearly empty. I did use those, so I just lied. But everything else that's in here, I didn't use on the day. So I have my NYX Glitter Glue, which I didn't use. I have 2 pigments here from Anastasia, one in the shade Crystal and one in the shade Sand. Whoops, nearly dropped it. So that's those 2 there. They're absolutely stunning. So much product in there, which is awesome. Really dropped everything. I also have my Inglot Duraline just in case something had dried out if I was going to use my eyeliners. I also have my Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Reflect. Just looks like that. I'll just take the stopper out as well. Oops, dropped it. So it just looks like that. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this shade. I don't really love the other shades in this particular eyeshadow, but that one, it's beautiful. You need to try it. I also have the Kiko Milano long-lasting wet and dry use eyeshadow in the shade 200. Just looks like this. Absolutely beautiful for every day. And I think the last couple of items here, yep, they're also pigments. So this one's from Inglot, and it is a, what's it called? It's just a body sparkle in the shade 54. It's so beautiful. I'm not quite sure if it's going to come out on camera, but it's white with a gold reflect in it. It's so, so, so pretty. I did consider using this, but pigments are so messy, I just didn't want to run the risk. And then the last item, which is absolutely stunning as well, is by Makeup Forever. It is one of these Starlit powders, and it's in the shade 13, which is this beautiful reflective gold. I'm not quite sure if it's coming up true to camera. It's in the lid, hopefully. But yeah, I love this as an inner corner highlight, or even a highlight on the cheeks. It's absolutely stunning. But that is everything that was in my makeup kit for my wedding day, which was last weekend when this video goes up. I did take a lot of makeup. A lot of it was unnecessarily packed, but I think sometimes when you have a kit this big, which is like all over the place actually, when you have a kit that's this big, sometimes you feel like you need to fill it all just to make sure it stays in place. But with your wedding day, you don't know if you're going to change something last minute or what's going to happen. So I just sometimes figure more is better in this situation if you are doing your own makeup. But if you are a makeup artist and you've already done a trial and stuff like that, only take what you need. You don't need anything else. I was just really silly and hadn't truly accepted what my look was going to be like on that day, so I kind of put it off. So that was my fault. So that is everything for this video. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Comment a love heart emoji below if you made it to the end, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content. I have been away for the past couple of weeks, but I should be getting back to regular uploads now, which should be every Tuesday and Saturday moving forward. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.